Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Prophet back with another video, and today we're going to be jumping into some of the best coins to invest in, the top 5 in my opinion, coming into middle of September. I do want to kind of keep this up to date, so we will continue to do these top 5 videos so you guys can know what I'm investing in, what I'm looking for, and what I expect to explode during these months. So, you know, in my last video I did mention a few, and we're going to kind of mention just a few of those again, but there's going to be some additions that are kind of new to the top 5. So, to start it off, I will say the market's looking very, very bullish, over 50K on Bitcoin yet again. Ethereum pushing close to 4K again as well. Now up close to that 2% increase in the last 24 hours. If we move on over to the Polygon side of things, we're going to be seeing a 3% increase in the last 24 hours. And this Polygon, like I said, is going to be one of those coins to watch in this upcoming month of September. As we continue to move through September, I think Polygon's going to be one of those coins, like I said, that has big things taking place. The $11 billion market cap, $2.3 billion in volume in just the last 24 hours. We actually pushed all the way up to $1.80, and now finding this price right around $1.68 could be a decent price spot to really jump on and you know, continue to dollar cost average in. I will always tell you guys never to jump in on green candles, so just keep that in mind as you do make your own investments and own decisions. I will say as well, I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research. But if we take a look at the last week, about a 15% increase, the last month being about a 60% increase, we've seen many coins do even higher than this. So this is, you know, already starting to do very, very well. We've talked about this coin prior to obviously this month. We've talked about Polygon on the channel quite a bit. So if you like Polygon or any of these coins we're about to mention, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on. The big thing to note about Polygon is, you know, it's just all about scaling for Ethereum, and that's what everyone understands and knows. But here's a big announcement that was kind of just recently announced. This article coming out on September 1st. Coinbase used Polygon Ethereum scaling solution to reduce prices and settlement times. An exact date for L2 integration has not yet been made public. An engineering team at the U.S. cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase plans to integrate Polygon's Layer 2 L2 scaling solution for Ethereum with the exchange platform. The move marks a first for Coinbase's protocol team, which will attempt to reduce high prices and long settlement times, according to the press release on Tuesday. So integrating with Coinbase will allow exchange users to withdraw directly onto a supported L2 solution. An exact date has not yet been made public, like we said, but a lot of big people very, very excited about this. I would assume institutional as well as retail investors understanding how big this could be for Polygon. You know, obviously, like we said, the scaling solution for Ethereum. I do want to jump into the next one. This is going to be a very obvious one for those of you who have been subscribed to the channel for a while. It's a coin that I cannot get over. It's Chainlink. Chainlink going to be one of my favorite coins out there, doing very, very well in this last 24-hour span, going up to $32.71, now seeing an 8.6% increase just within those last 24 hours. Taking a look at the last week, about a 27% increase. In the last month, a 35% increase. So just a 35% increase in the last month. Obviously, not too high yet, and I do expect, you know, like I said, I do expect this to explode with a lot of these other altcoins that we're going to be talking about today. $13.9 billion in market cap, $1.1 billion in the volume in the last 24 hours. I do expect Chainlink to come down off of this very solid increase today of an 8.6% increase to maybe, you know, around this $31 to $32 range, but a lot of people are suggesting the resistance being around that $34 to $35. I do expect Chainlink to have a fairly good ride up to about $34. So let's take a look at why I would think Chainlink is, you know, like I said, one of the best coins to invest in during this September month. So one thing I actually mentioned back in July 16th, if you've been following me on Twitter, was buying Link at $15 feels like stealing. What are you guys accumulating? So if you guys didn't get this tweet, that's because you're not following me on Twitter. Crypto Prophet YT on Twitter. I'm trying to keep you guys up to date with all of the crypto related things on YouTube as well as Twitter. So make sure to follow me in both places. You know, like I said, $15 if you bought there when I was buying, you're already obviously seeing a 2x and even more than that at this point. And there's a lot of people talking about how Chainlink is undervalued. As this article went away from us, that's perfectly fine. The basics of that article just explain how Chainlink was, you know, undervalued at this current time and its current price point, and it's continuing to grab more and more integrations. If you ever go to Chainlink itself, you can see how many integrations they're, you know, on their Twitter page. Tons of partnerships every single day, new integrations that are continuing to build utility onto their ecosystem. Chainlink, the Oracle, all together is going to continue to build, like I said, tons and tons of utility, and I believe that that's going to really help the space, as well as Link I believe is going to continue to be one of those coins a lot of institutional as well as retail investors wish they bought into at this low undervalued price. Another coin to watch obviously in September is, it's a little bit too obvious to not mention it. It's going to be Cardano ADA. So smart contracts obviously coming September 12th, 2021, and that's something I've mentioned here. So announced 4 smart contracts to be released September 12th, 2021. Imagine where this brings us in 2022. So obviously, again, if you guys aren't following me, Crypto Profit YT on Twitter, there's your another announcement that would be pretty helpful if you guys are trying to stay up to date with crypto. But $2.90 Cardano right now. We actually saw a push up. If we saw, the most recent push up, we saw it go up to $3.10 September 2nd at 2 a.m. according to Coinbase's price charts. So we're seeing a lot of, just solid increases across the board. But Cardano is doing one of the biggest with a 110% increase just in the last month. What we do have to recognize here is there is just a lot of hype building right now. So we could see Cardano as one of those coins more to watch instead of actually investing in, due to a lot of people buying the hype and selling the news. So keep that in mind, buying the hype, selling the news. Definitely a big thing that does take place in cryptocurrency, and definitely altcoins across the space quite a lot. So you have to be a little bit wary of that, invest with your own really due diligence. But I will say, guys, great passive income rewards you can get with Cardano, and I do believe it's a long-term project that will do great. But right now, like I said, this $2.90 price, definitely do your own research before investing, but just one I had to list because this ecosystem is continuing to grow. Smart contracts coming to the platform. We have the Cardano Summit 25th and 26th of September. Just a lot of big dates in September, so it's hard not to talk about it. And what I did actually mention as well on on my Twitter account is actually August 19th. I said Cardano never fails to impress. I'll see you guys at $3 ADA. And obviously now we saw that $3 ADA, and it's great because we saw Keep Dreaming, we saw Never, and then we had one person say $3 will be easy to see there. But for the most part, we do have a lot of people still hating on Cardano, not believing in the project. And there is definitely a possibility that it's one of those projects that not in my opinion overvalued, but it is pushing above some projects that are in kind of the same space. But, realistically, I still am a Cardano believer. I hold a lot of Cardano myself, and I think it's going to continue to do very, very well. I do want to jump into the next one, and before we go there, though, I do want to just say, Cardano is getting a lot of love. That's one of the biggest things right now, is everywhere you go, if you look up crypto news anywhere, you're going to see here just Forbes actually going to be one of the articles to talk about Cardano. So where will Cardano ADA go after reaching an all-time high? And this is just one of the many, many articles talking about Cardano, as retail as well as institutional investors are being pushed this news pretty much constantly and daily. So that's definitely one of the reasons we're going to continue to see Cardano doing very, very well, in my opinion. As we jump down to the next one, number 4, it's going to be Polkadot. So Polkadot's one we don't talk enough about. I believe a lot of people aren't talking much about it because there's not too much to talk about when it comes to news and hype surrounding Polkadot. But it's one we talk about on this channel quite a bit. So if you want to stay up to date with Polkadot, like I said, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on. We do have $33.58 currently on the Polkadot price point. If we take a look at the last month, we're seeing a 75.82% increase. So a very, very solid increase from about 1923. I do think, we are seeing a lot of these coins at a little bit higher pricing than I would typically like to buy them at, just because we are in a bull market run. But what I would say, guys, is finding any red market dips, which, in the next week, I'm sure we will have. We'll have Bitcoin drop below 49K probably again, 50K again. And when that does occur, you can always buy those red market dips, dollar cost average in, and just keep dollar cost averaging during those dips is, like I said, how I like to invest. But I do see a $33 billion market cap right now on Polkadot. It's going to be one of the safer coins with a ton of money already pumped into it. 1.5 billion, really in the volume the last 24 hours as well. So this is one, like I said, we'll keep you guys up to date with. And if you actually take a look at some of these articles on Polkadot, so Crypto Watch, Polkadot, the sleeping giant. And one thing I love about this article is it talks about the problem. So blockchains can't talk to each other. So to understand what Polkadot is and why it's so promising, we need to start by outlining one of the largest problems in the blockchain and the crypto space right now, blockchain interoperability. And that's where Polkadot really comes into play. And we're not going to jump too far into this, but like I said, guys, Polkadot is one of those coins that does have its use, it has its utility, and that's exactly why people are investing and really trying to learn more about it before investing too much more. But realistically, like I said, Polkadot, another great coin to invest in for September. I think it's going to be a big, big month. As we move on to our number 5 coin, it's going to be Theta. So Theta is actually another one we talk about on this channel quite a bit, obviously. There's a lot of potential behind this one. We actually started talking about it, I believe, under $4 on the channel. So seeing about a 2x from that price. However, we did see a lot of potential if we actually take a look at the last year, during that mainnet 3.0 upgrade, actually right before the initial one. we saw a $15.90 price, and then right after that we saw it tank down to about 9.15 after they announced their delay, and then the market crashed, right? So we went all the way down, I believe. I don't know how low we actually went on Theta. It's one of those coins that did actually struggle very, very heavily during that dip. It looks like 597, but I thought we went lower than that, to be honest. But 597 at the very least on Theta is what we dropped down to. So now at 795, definitely a good push up. Okay, here it is. There it is. 367. I knew it was below $4. I was looking on the left side here, trying to look through May, but it was definitely the month of July, mid-July, that was the big struggle. And we're still seeing, during this year altogether, a 2,000% increase. But 367 we actually dropped down to. So you're seeing obviously over a 2x from that price. Theta is one of those coins that I believe highly in because of many different reasons. If we take a look at the website thetatoken.org, you can see the Theta Ecosystem 2022 was announcing the T-Drop token. So this is coming new to obviously the Theta ecosystem, and I think this is going to be absolutely huge. We also have the One Championship announces global partnership with Theta Network to launch NFT marketplace. So we've seen a lot of different really work when it comes to Theta, and hopefully this hasn't been playing for too long in the background. I'm not going to restart the whole video, but if this has been playing the whole time in the background, I am sorry. I will have to check the video before I upload it. But realistically, one of the big things I wanted to mention is how big Theta is, and it does look like it keeps refreshing, so you guys might have been hearing this the entire time. I will just probably put this one out. Like I always tell you guys, I always try to keep full transparency. If I make a video, I post it. That's just pretty much how it works. I should have muted the video, and I'll do that in the next one for sure. But Theta, and like I said, definitely wanted to keep an eye out on. There's a lot of possibilities coming with Theta. We have the ThetaDrop.com. We have Theta.tv. We have over here on the side, ThetaToken.org. Like I said, a lot of things coming and a lot of things already having, great success. Like I said, Theta.tv and Theta Drops being just two of the many, with the T-Drop token being announced as well. So I do want to say, guys, these are the top 5 coins I will be looking into for the month of September to explode. I think they've already done a great job, but there's a lot left in this bull market part 2, and I expect these coins to continue to do very, very well. If you guys want to stay up to date with cryptocurrency, make sure, like I said previously, to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I will say, guys, as well, if you have not already, check out the patreon.com link down below, patreon.com/cryptoprofit.yt. I try to keep you guys up to date with all pre-sales markets, market updates altogether, as well as ICOs, IDOs, and low market cap picks where you can get those 10x to 100x's in just a matter of months. So sometimes even weeks, actually. So very, very cool opportunities there on the Patreon if you guys want to continue to support the channel. I will not be doing any ads during the month of September, during this bull market, trying to give you guys just raw, transparent detail into the crypto space. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I'll see you guys all in the next one.